While most of us are extremely happy the way the central government has cut taxes on diesel and petrol, this action has had unintended consequences. This was done on the late night of Diwali. Normally, petroleum dealers, that is the petrol stations which you see, normally are stocked up for Diwali. And the night before Diwali is when maximum traffic goes out. If you look at any major city, in and out of any major city, for example, in Tamil Nadu, Madras becomes empty twice a year. One is for Diwali, another is for Pongal. The bus stations are full, and even tickets which normally cost 600 to 700 rupees normally cost 2000 rupees on that day. And people try to go on buses, share taxis, and try to get out of the city at all costs. To meet such demand, most petroleum dealers they pile up with huge stocks on petrol and diesel days before the order is made. That is, buses, taxis will fill up the day before Diwali or on eve of Diwali. But most of these people would have already stocked petrol and diesel much before that. So, if normally petrol bunk is carrying 1000 liters of diesel and 1000 liters of petrol, it will be double that period during this time because of huge demand. The government chose the wrong time to cut these prices. These cut in prices was a knee jerk reaction to the losses of the ruling party in North India. What happened is because the prices were cut, the, the dealer had already paid the excise duty at 30 rupees and 32 rupees for diesel and petrol. But since the cut became effective then midnight because the government wanted any goodwill it could for the festive season, the dealers were forced to sell at a cheaper rate the next day. Some states, especially ruled by the ruling party, also decided to cut VAT on that day. But spare a thought for the petroleum dealers. They had already bought the stock, paying the higher VAT and a higher excise duty. So on petrol prices, the loss would have been 13 rupees a liter. On loss on diesel would be 13 rupees a liter, and loss on petrol will be 7 to 8. Even money rightfully belonging to you does not come on time from the government of India. It takes its own time, such as income tax refunds. But in these cases, the oil companies would have already paid the money to the exchequer, and there is no way the exchequer is going to return this money to them. So, oil marketing companies, in turn, will not return the money to the dealers. A dealer makes between 2.5 rupees to 3 rupees in for a liter. The margins are paltry, less than 2.5 to 3% on the total sale of petrol or diesel, whereas the loss will be in the order of 33%. This means that these petroleum dealers will take a heavy loss. That means somebody who has 2000 liters of stock on an average will lose a lakh and a half. A lakh and a half to 2 lakhs is a big loss for a petroleum dealer because there is no credit available with the oil marketing companies. He has to pay upfront to the oil marketing company even before the stocks are delivered to him. He has to also pay salaries, electricity, rental, and other maintenance to the landlord, to the utility departments, and to employees. For such a person, the 2 lakh rupee loss will wipe out the entire profit for a month. Already, most people are struggling in the pandemic. Petroleum sales have dropped like all other sales, both in COVID wave 1 and COVID wave 2, and most dealers have had reduced sales and lesser margin. To add insult to injury, if the government of India acts in such knee jerk reaction, these people have lost a month's livelihood for no fault of theirs. There is no way an oil marketing company is going to take the loss for their actions of the government. The losses will have to be borne by the dealers, nor can they hike the charges and pass on the loss to the consumer. If it is only dealers who have other sides of businesses, such as restaurants or shopping markets inside their petrol stations, who can afford to mitigate this loss. Otherwise, the mitigation of this loss is going to take a lot of time for these dealers. Thus, the government should have decided that when it wanted to cut the price, it should have given advance notification to the dealers and the OMCs to go low on existing stocks. A small loss can be understood, but such a big hit for a petroleum dealers on the eve of Diwali and the festival season is unacceptable, and nor can they take it. Then there is another story going around that because the diesel prices are being cut by 10 rupees, immediately inflation will drop. Inflation has become sticky and is not going to change much because of this 10 rupees cut, because we are now going into the winter season. Worldwide, this winter is expected to be harsh, and OPEC is going to keep productions low and not going to dump the market with enough oil. They want to sustain this high level of oil. As the world opens, travel becomes during the holiday season in the developed market and the cold wave bites, there will be additional demand for gas, crude, and coal. This will make sure any cut, any partial cut in the excise duty will quickly be absorbed by rising prices of fuel. So, unless the government decides to make a deep cut in the excise duty collected, it will not have a major impact in inflation. Out of 30 rupees collected as excise duty, only 5 rupees has been cut in petrol and 10 rupees in diesel. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम आनंद श्रीनिवासन है और मैं एक पर्सनल फाइनेंस कंसल्टेंट हूँ। मैं 2 यूट्यूब चैनल चलाता हूँ पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में। एक मनी पेज तमिल में है। मेरे बहुत से दोस्त बोले कि मैं हिंदी में एक चैनल शुरू करूं, तो मैंने एक पैसा बोलता है नाम का एक हिंदी चैनल शुरू किया है। मैं पर्सनल निवेश के बारे में ही बात करूंगा। आप उसको सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने दोस्तों को शेयर करें। अगर आप हिंदी नहीं जानते हैं तो पैसा करें। जो आपके दोस्त हिंदी जानते हैं उनको सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए आग्रह करें। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।